It is often assumed that a religious person will be a man of peace. In that case, something went horribly wrong with Zionist Bishop Mbekezeni Khumalo of Tokoza after his daughter was raped in 1992. Khumalo formed a vigilante group in revenge, as well as for profit. As the Khumalo gang was soon sidetracked into targeting ANC-supporting youth, police on the East Rand made sure the bishop was untouchable. The names of Khumalo and his gang were repeatedly mentioned by victims in last week's Truth Commission hearings on the East Rand.
Bishop Mbekezeni Khumalo has been appearing in unrest monitoring reports since 1991. The self-styled Zionist bishop is fairly easy to track down. Drive past Tokoza police station, turn left again, and there he is.
We've got a funeral.
Finding the bishop was too difficult for the police, who have dozens of his dockets outstanding. It remains to be seen whether another man of the cloth, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, will do any better. So far, the bishop has not been subpoenaed by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to explain why his name crops up so often.
I won't have time, sorry.
You won't have time.
I won't really.
Tracking down the bishop is easy. Persuading him to speak is not. But that may not be a problem, because sources say that while Bishop Khumalo has not applied for amnesty, members of the Khumalo gang have. And there are many Tokoza residents who have spoken, either to the media or to the Human Rights Violations Committee, about Bishop Mbekezeni Khumalo.
They didn't seem to believe that Lucky was a student, and Khumalo would come together with the police, the Boers, and they just didn't care what damage they caused there. My younger sister had to run away from home because they were also assaulted during all those raids.
The man who shot you in the arm, if you saw him again, would you know who it was?
Yes, I wonder.
Who was it?
Khumalo. Lucky's life had become very unstable because now he was scared of Khumalo and his gang. And most of the youngsters had to abandon their homes and seek some cover in order to run away from Khumalo.
The man who shot us was Bishop Khumalo of the Zionist Church, Light of God, something like that of God, Zionist Church.
And they would come and kick the doors, break everything and demand to see Lucky. And I asked Khumalo as to whether they were policemen. Why were they looking for Lucky? They said they were police also.
The one who had the AK-47 was standing right at this door here, shooting this way here. And the other four guys also were also standing behind this shape here. They were also having their own guns, shooting through the window here, this window here. The bullet went in and bent the bed and the wardrobes inside. From here, once the house was on fire, Tumelo, my grandson, came out of the door here, running away, escaping the fire. When he was here, he was shot on the arm here. So his grandmother came to rescue him, and she was also shot somewhere around here. They went up this way.
So I tried to help Dumelo, so I was shot also. I went running up to here. It's where my leg couldn't make it any longer. So I fell. From there, I collapsed because I was bleeding a lot. I didn't know what happened to the child, what happened to my husband.
Lucky was shot by a Boer, but in the Kumbi, there was Khumalo's bodyguard. The Boers didn't know Lucky, and the Boer who shot Lucky did not know him, but he was pointed out by Peter, who was inside the Kumbi.
The preacher man showed little or no signs of violence until 1992, when his daughter was raped by a thug called Mugabe. Khumalo tried to mobilize the youth to hunt Mugabe down. When this failed, he blamed the students and the party they supported.
If they meet any male, they will shoot without asking a question. If you were a boy, you were shot, no doubts about that.
There has never been an official explanation for Khumalo's untouchable status. Most victims couldn't even get as far as the police station to lay a complaint. In order to get there, they would need to walk through a war zone, Khumalo Street, the no-go area between the IFP supporting hostels and the ANC residents.
No, Khumalo was collaborating with the police, working hand in hand with them so that we were not in a position of reporting him.
Bishop Mbekezeni Khumalo has been described as a policeman and as a member of the Inkatha Freedom Party. There's also a point of view which believes that he was simply a very clever criminal who took advantage of politically biased policing. If the Truth and Reconciliation Commission gets around to asking Khumalo a few questions, they may find that the line between violence for profit and violence for politics was a very thin, very blurred division for the Khumalo gang in Tokoza.